Hi, my name's Danielle and I'm a sales consultant here at Prairie Moon Native Plant Nursery, and I have a background in native bees and the researching of these amazing critters. Here we have the shrubby St. John's wort, and you can see that it is just overwhelmed with bumblebees and other native bees on it. And I wanted to talk a little bit about how you distinguish these guys from the rest. It can be hard to tell the difference between flies, wasps, and bees, but there are some characteristics that can make it a little bit easier. So let's start with flies. Flies tend to have really tiny antennae, where bees have long antennae. So if you see something where you can't really see the antennae or they look like little stumps, you can know it's not a bee, instead it's probably a fly. Flies also have one pair of wings instead of two pairs of wings like bees and wasps. And sometimes they have hairs, but they often are not as fuzzy as some of our bees can be. Now with wasps, they can be even a little bit trickier to distinguish. The main difference has to do with their fuzziness as well. Bees have branched hairs for a very important reason. They have to be able to collect the pollen to bring it back to their young. The hairs that these bees have act like Velcro. They can take the pollen and attach it to themselves. That allows them to transport it back to their young. Some bees, like honeybees and bumblebees, actually have what's called a corbicula, or a pollen basket. It's a little bit of a hollowed out area on their hind leg that also helps them to collect extra moistened pollen to bring it back, because that is what they feed their babies. Now, wasps don't feed their babies pollen. Instead, they are feeding them other critters. So a lot of times they might bring back larvae of a different type of insect, or maybe spiders. It just depends on the species of wasp. So they don't need these hairs. So a good indicator on whether it's bees or wasps can be the hairs that they have or don't have. But nature is not always that simple. And of course there are bees that are sleek and smooth, but that's a good place to start if you're trying to figure out how to tell the difference between the two. I got one.